What up, folks? Man, there's so much to talk about. A wise man once said that the housing market is the last to crash before all markets go parabolic. I've been in the game since 2019. I think I heard this in 2020 or 2021. When the housing market finally crashes, that will be the last market to crash before all markets go parabolic. For some people, 10 minutes can be an eternity on a video. They have a very short attention span. But for people who create content, 10 minutes is nothing, right? We want you to get on the train, the truth train, right? The housing market, the last market to crash. Crash. What is a crash, first of all? What's a crash? A crash is not a 10% drop. It's not a 20% drop. It's not a 30% drop. It's not even a 40% drop. But you want to start at 40. A 40% drop. 50%. 61.2. 78.6, 80% drop. Aren't those the Fibonacci numbers? Right. They are the Fibonacci numbers. Who's Fibonacci? He's a forefather of technical analysis. Fibonacci, which created the Fibonacci retracement tool. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about crypto. What is it? What is Bitcoin? I love talking about crypto because I can just talk about Bitcoin and everything else falls in line. Bitcoin. Oh, it has no intrinsic value. Oh, it has no value. Oh, it has no value. No value. No value? Okay, so why did it have to qualify through the Securities Exchange Commission over to the Commodities Futures Trading Commission so that it can have a futures contract? You know, gold has a futures contract, oil has a futures contract, natural gas has a futures contract. I can go on and on. Cattle, wheat, corn, they all have futures contract is the point that I'm making. And when you get a futures contract, they don't take your futures contract back away from you. They give it to you for a reason because you're going to be here in the future. The truth train, right? How can you convince someone that Bitcoin is for real? Well, I don't have $100,000 to buy one Bitcoin. Oh, it's not $100,000. It's $65,000 or $60,000. Well, I don't have $60,000 to buy a Bitcoin. Do you have $60,000 to buy a Bitcoin? More than likely, I don't know very many people that can do that. But they could buy other things. You have to find something that fits your risk threshold, like XRP or anything. I say XRP because money's going to be moving on the rails. The SWIFT system is the rails right now for your debit and credit cards. When you swipe it, the money transfers over what's called rails. The old rails is the SWIFT system. The new rails is the blockchain, which is going to flow, what I believe, through XRP. It's going to be on a blockchain. So we got that right. But what I love about Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, they are considered commodities at this point. We have to continue to have these conversations, the truth, because that's what's going to get you to the next level. We can come on social media and talk about all this garbage and all this trash, the cesspool of information. We have all the time in the world to talk that dumb shit. But when it comes to talk about the business, everybody clams up and goes back to the bottom of the bucket. Oh, right. So guys like me, well, I don't think there's very many like me. I'm a unicorn, and I'm not from this planet. I'm from somewhere else. And I want to make sure that I plant my flag has a big F on it. I mean, an F and an O. Oh, man. And then another flag with a big T on it. Dot the I's and cross the T's. You know who it is. Those who know, they know. OG. It's on my birth certificate. But just wanted to come in here and represent for the team, the community of traders around the world, the people who want to do things the right way. All right? Bitcoin. The basic scale of 100. It's right there. 100K. 75K. Down to 50K. Down to 25K. Right? We remember back when it hit its last low, I think it was 2023 or 2024, one of them, it went down to $15,000 a coin. 15. That's the discount. That's all I've been talking about is the numbers. And it applies to anything with the price. I don't have time to play with you. I'm here to get people to the next level. Once we get into an agreement, you take the scale and you make it work, because it does work. You have to come into agreement with what the chart says. That's all I've been doing. And no matter what community I've been in, trying to get everybody motivated, trying to get them to understand what I've been learning, like I'm the best in the world, because I am. And they couldn't understand. They didn't like my voice note. They didn't like me talking about nothing. They just hated it. Pure, total haters. And clowns. So, and that's what I was telling them. I'm not really talking to a person, but when the shoe fits, it just fits. If you're exhibiting clown behavior, then you're going to feel like I'm talking to you and I'm talking about you. It is what it is. You want to argue. You're arguing with the chart. You're not really arguing with me. I'm only saying what the chart says. Oh, OG thinks he's right all the time. I am right all the time. Because I'm doing what the chart says. The chart is right. You have to get on the train, the truth train. So rumor has it that Bitcoin's going down to 50. I mean, you just look through social media and everybody has their predictions and all this type of crap. We talked about Warren Buffett buying Occidental Petroleum at $60 a share, and it went to 50. 50 is a point of interest, and it's in the middle. 40 is the discount. No matter how you cut it, if it has a price, it respects the scale. Just like Occidental Petroleum went to 50, Bitcoin, chances are, I can't tell the future, but if it's at 60, chances are it's going to go to 50, and it might go past 50,000, right? And go to 40, and possibly to 35, through 40 to 35, and then back up. That'll be extreme fear in the market. I don't have to talk about Ethereum. I don't have to talk about XRP. All I have to do is watch Bitcoin, because it's the price map. When Bitcoin gets to 40K, I buy XRP, because that's how you do it. Bitcoin is a price map. So, and they have futures contracts. That's the real point of the message today. Understand that these things are going to be here in the future. The CFTC does not just issue out futures contracts and turn around and take the futures contract back. So as you can see, these futures contracts go almost out to 2030. They're already positioned. And I love WEBULL because it gives me the ability to go look at the futures contracts. I don't know if any other brokers allow you to see that. So shout out to the people, man. We got to be motivated about doing things correctly. And see it, say it, do it. If you can see what I'm saying, say what you see me saying. If you can say it, and then you can do what you see me say. And put alerts on everything. When the alert goes off, there you go. You do what you have to do. I call it an audit. You audit. Every time the alert goes off, you go in there, check the alert, and then put the alert at the next position that you want to have alerted. You have to be consistent and persistent, because that's what wins in the market. To beat the market, you must become the market. The market moves with integrity through the price. And if you lack the integrity of the price, you get wrecked. And you know where you go. You go with the rest of the 98% and have your kumbaya party. You know the game. So shout out to a nice, awesome weekend. Try not to give too much of your money back today. And I'll holler at you on the next one. All right.